It would be great for making hybrids, amazingly dark hybrids with poppies. Dressleri. It's beautiful. I want to make that. So it's not like a hybrid of a hybrid of a hybrid. Hi guys, it's Katja here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video has been really requested and I'm finally doing this type of video, and it's gonna be my 2021 wish list. Why am I like this? It's 2022 Katja, or what I like to call it, I just want to get these plants in my lifetime. I don't really have a set wish list in terms of, oh, I really want to achieve those plants or like obtain them in the upcoming year. I don't have that type of mindset. If the plant comes my way, it will. A little disclaimer before we get started, I have not ranked this in terms of the first plant on the wish list. I want to get that one like the most. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. The first one on my wish list is Anthurium Ace of Spades dark form. Now I did have this plant. I got it from Planty 2020, I think, as a rooted stem cutting, and it grew like 2 or 3 leaves, but then it got some weird rot and it rotted on me, and these boys are so hard to find in Europe. They've been popping up more, but only because imports from America and also Indonesian sellers have started to breed those Tazula babies. But oh my god, the prices! Have you seen the prices for Ace of Spades?
Nope.
It's cheaper getting a Carla than it is Ace of Spades, probably. I am not getting Ace of Spades until the prices drop or I can trade it, just because it's such a overpriced plant, because it's not rare. It's really not. Like, I would consider paying 2k for a plant if it was, you know, red crystal or something like that. It's just people are trying to keep them exquisite and not really available to the general public. However, I have Anthurium Ace of Spades green form, which Ivan is currently babysitting for me until it gets slightly more warmer so we can send it here, because I do not want it to die in transit. And the second plant on my wish list is pure Anthurium Papillilaminum. I mean, does this really come off as a surprise? I do love poppies, seems like everyone loves them these days, but it's just they have such dark leaves, minimal venation, and it's beautiful. So the closest thing to pure poppy that I have is this Anthurium Papillilaminum X crystallina. You've seen this one in my last video. It has just finished growing this leaf, which by the way is huge and pretty and has a lot of poppy features. Yes, I want more of that. So the mother plant is allegedly a pure poppy from Ligden. I'm gonna show you a picture here. She is really beautiful, and I'm super glad that this seedling took so much from Moma plant. Why I want a pure poppy? So I can make proper hybrids, so it's not like a hybrid of a hybrid of a hybrid, which usually it is these days. And like the pure term is also kind of questionable, because Papillilaminums that were collected in the nature versus the poppies that are considered pure these days differ so much in appearance, and you can already see the selective breeding here and the cultivars and the Forgetii, and then you have like long and bullet type up and all of that. So it's just a mix of whole thing, but I would want as close to pure as possible, if that makes sense. And while we are on poppy train, which isn't going anywhere soon, I just want to say I want more poppy hybrids. A few of those are Papi X Dressleri. It's also known as Dark Phoenix. I'm not a fan of these names because they just serve no purpose in my honest opinion. But this is such a beautiful plant. It has like the poppy lobes and the venation is beautiful, and it's long and it's bulletite and it looks so simple but beautiful at the same time. If I had to choose out of the poppy hybrids, this is the one that I'd go for, no doubt, and I had my eye on it for a long time. And I know you can get them from Indonesia, slightly more easier now, but I'm still waiting. Like, I'm not gonna go and import plants at the moment, sadly. Next one on the poppy train is Papi X Luxuriance. This, once again, is a beautiful hybrid. It's as if you were to cross something like that. And the plant is velvety with bullet structure of the leaves, and I just find it so fascinating. And it gets the puppy lobes, the puppy darkness, the lux darkness. It's beautiful. I want to make that. Since I've mentioned luxuriance, I also want anything velvety, X luxuriance, whether it is crystal, magnificum, Forgetii, Carla, Ace of Spades, anything. Have you seen the hybrids that Bunny made? Just gonna insert a picture right here so you can draw. This looks so pretty. My friend actually has a luxuriance, it's blooming right now, so we have high hopes for that. Like, I want to slap that pollen onto all of my inflows, to be fair. Moving forward, Papi X Veitchii, also known as the Dark Mama. This once again is such a statement piece. It's interesting, but I haven't gotten more available ever since I laid my eyes on that hybrid. They're still hard to get, harder than pure poppies. A lot of them are classified as Papi X Veitchii, but they are more of a complex hybrid. The hybrid itself, it has beautiful, long and huge leaves, which is a Veitchii features, and then it has Papi venation, and it can get so dark. Why not have this of a body shield in your home and grow it like the beast it can be? They tend to be more on the greener side, which they take from the Veitchii, but they still can get pretty dark. And the next plant that I didn't know I needed until I saw it is Veitchii crossed with Papillilaminum. What? Just like Veitchii hybrids with the chlorisdiction, I don't know how to pronounce the section name. Veitchii X anything of that, so velvety, Anthuriums, crystalline, magnificum and all of that. It's not really common, just because I think it's harder to make hybrids, just because Veitchii and those velvety Anthuriums are in different sections, and usually the rule goes, if it's in the same section it's compatible, but there are known hybrids in between different sections, so it's not possible, it's just not as likely to happen. And that somebody made Veitchii cross with Papi. Wow, I'd wanna have that one day. The next plant on my wish list is Anthurium Dressleri. Anthurium Dressleri. There we go. This one is much more common in Australia for some reason. Like, I see a lot of Australian people just having this plant casually sitting there, and it's like, oh hey, I have a Dressleri and Dressleri hybrid with that and all of that, and here in Europe we're just like, what? We don't have that here, at least yet. They're also somewhat common in US, at least from what I can see from posts, but in Europe it's really scarce. The plant is so dark and has like prominent starry venation, and have you seen the ridges on this plant? It's like luxuriance but next level. Who made that? And since it is such a dark plant, it would be great for making hybrids, amazingly dark hybrids with poppies. Imagine crossing Dressleri with Ace of Spades. Next one, another one that's really common in US, it's Anthurium red crystallinum. They have started popping up more recently in Europe because more people have started to import from US, so they are getting more readily available, and I've seen the red crystal in person, and oh my god, the venation, it has violet venation. What the heck? And they're so puffy and sparkly and amazing, and the leaves stay red for such a long time. If you've seen the dog block and his work, you know what kind of pink you can get, and there's only so much a picture can show on the phone. And speaking of dog block, I do want dog block hybrids. I think there's like a Michelle and Zara hybrid circling around. Allegedly they're gonna be like more of a Michelle self-released this year, I think. I've read this somewhere on Facebook. It's a sort of a magnificum hybrid and red crystal and something mixed in between, and it just looks so good. I mean, anything with magnificum looks good if you ask me. And the next one, which are like slightly more achievable than the previous ones that I mentioned, is Anthurium Forgetii dark form, the non-silvery version. Now, I had this plant and it rotted on me due to lack of time and care. I have not seen many of these popping around, and they are so beautiful, and it was about to bloom and it rotted. I lost that much of stem. It went from inside upwards. So I'm on a hunt for one. I do have one green Forgetii seedlings right now, which is growing, but it's not as dark as that one. So hopefully I will be able to get as close of a replica as it is. Another one is Anthurium magnificum verde. Now I did have one such plant. You can guess it rotted on me. And they are popping up more from Indonesia as well, and I've seen some when you see a plant and it's just not exactly what you're looking for, so I did pass on a few of them and I'm waiting for the right one to come just because magnificum. And the last one that I have is philodendron. Oh wow, after I don't know how many Anthuriums, Katja has a philodendron on her wish list. It's a philodendron Florida Beauty. I adore anything about philodendron Florida. I love ghosts, however I'm getting rid of mine just because it takes up so much space. But the Florida Beauty looks really damn pretty. Again, the only thing I dislike about this plant is how much it man spreads. It has really long petioles and it has really long leaves, and on top of that it can grow like in all directions, so you really need a lot of space for it if you want it to see thrive and, you know, get big and all that. So I think this is the thing that's keeping me back from actually buying it. And also they're still so expensive. They're still holding the price so damn well, which is interesting to me, but okay, maybe they are slower to propagate. I have no idea. I know ghosts propagate relatively fast, so I don't know what's with that. So I'd want to own that one day, preferably the one with whitish variegation, not like the yellow one, just because I prefer the contrast of white and green. And I think this concludes my wishlist video. Let me know down in the comments which wishlist plans do you want to get this year, or in general. We are not setting a time frame here. I'm curious what people want to get, like how is the trend going with the popular plants, because last year dark Anthuriums and Papi hybrids really took off. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and hit that notification button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!